All right, so in this proof, I am given, my very first statement will be that I'm given that QP, that ray, bisects angle RQS. So that is a given statement to me, and we'll use that in just a minute. I am also given that QR is congruent to QS. And that is also given to me. I see that that is marked on my figure already, and so I'm just going to go back in and remind myself that those are congruent side lengths. I'm trying to prove that triangle RQP is congruent to triangle SQP, and so I need to start thinking about some other parts of these triangles that I can prove are congruent. One of the easiest things that I can see right away that I need to show is congruent is that QP is congruent to QP. That is because of the reflexive property. And that's basically just saying that those two triangles actually end up sharing that side, QP. So if I were to think about them as two separate triangles and looking at those two different side lengths, QP, I could say that they're actually congruent because they are reflexive. Now I'm going to use this information that I got in my given statements that the ray QP actually bisects that angle RQS. So of this entire angle RQS up here, I now know that because that ray QP is bisecting that angle, that this angle here and this angle here are actually going to be congruent angles. So I'm going to make sure I name those properly. I'm going to say that angle RQP is going to be congruent to angle SQP. And that's because of the definition of an angle bisector. Remember, a bisector, whether it is an angle bisector or a line bisector, it always splits whatever it is bisecting into two equal parts. In this case, I get two equal angles. I now see that I actually can say that my triangles are congruent, and this is why. I've now shown congruence of a side, an angle, and a side in both of my triangles. And so because of that reason, triangle RQP is going to be congruent to triangle SQP because of side, angle, side. And remember that order does matter. Those two sides that I know are congruent they also share that congruent angle in between, and those are corresponding in both of my triangles that I'm trying to show congruency in. And so I'm done. I've now proven that my two triangles are congruent using side, angle, side.